They docked their ship, got out and started to walk along Shore Road to 3rd Avenue in South Brooklyn. You can imagine what all of the people were thinking when they saw these 12 fierce-looking Vikings walking up the street. As they were walking, someone called out, "Hey! Are you guys going to the Norwegian parade?" "Man, it looks like you guys are gonna be leading it." The Vikings thought for a second and Balder replied, Yeah, we're actually on our way there now." The gentleman who asked said, "Awesome! We'll walk with you guys to the parade." When they all got to 85th Street, the woman who organized the parade, Ingrid, was shocked. "Wow!" she said. "Where are you guys from? I had no idea all of you were joining in the parade." "Yeah, we figured we'd surprise you guys and just show up," said Sven Fairhair. "We're definitely surprised," replied Ingrid, laughing, "and we're glad you're here." Ingrid positioned the Vikings in the front of the parade, and they began to head down 3rd Avenue. People cheered as they strolled by, yelling, "Hip, hip, hooray!" When they got to Bay Ridge Parkway, a large crowd was standing outside the Salty Dog Sports Bar. They were ecstatic when they saw the Vikings coming, all yelling and cheering as they passed by. The parade ended at Leif Erikson Park, who was a fellow Norwegian explorer. However, the Vikings had no idea who Leif Erikson was, since they came from the past, years before Leif Erikson's time. After the parade, there was an after party at the local soccer club on 62nd Street, with much food, dancing, and celebration. At the party was a Chinese man named Kim Lee. He was known in the neighborhood as Mr. Lee. He owned a Chinese restaurant on 8th Avenue, and it was a really popular place. Kim was also a very strong Christian who had a prophetic edge. He was always looking to see what God was up to. When he saw the Vikings at the party, he felt the urge to go up to Sven Fairhair and have a little talk. In a quiet voice, Kim said, "Hey, I know you guys aren't from Minnesota like everyone here thinks." Sven stared at Kim with his eyes wide open, wondering who this guy was. Kim continued, "I know you are all new believers sent from the past." Now Kim's eyes were wide open as the Lord revealed this to him that moment. They both had a little laugh. "Maybe we should go outside for a good talk," said Sven. Kim agreed. When they got outside, Kim said, "This is the wildest thing I've ever heard of! Seriously, are you guys really from the past?" "We really are," replied Sven. "It was the year 793 when Jesus out of nowhere appeared to us. Vikings have always been hostile towards Christians because we really thought Jesus and his followers were a bunch of pansies. But when Jesus showed up, we were all terrified. Kim, you know what it takes to get a Viking terrified." Kim, you know what it takes to get a Viking terrified. Kim just had a blank stare on his face as he was thinking, "God, is this really happening?" He then heard a still small voice say, "Roll with it, my son. It's about to get wild."